Ugh. Why have mosquitoes always got to be attacking my face? Why is my face so delicious? Hi, my name's Caitlin. I'm an artist. I paint stuff. I just moved to the Blue Mountains from Brisbane. I'm getting attacked currently by mosquitoes, and I'm trying really hard to manifest this beautiful black A-frame house as my own into my life. If you're new here, welcome. If you are one of my 28 subscribers, you're an angel and I love you, and welcome back. So if you've seen my last video or you followed me on Instagram, you'd know that I've recently moved states. So I moved from Brisbane to the Blue Mountains. It's 1,000 kilometers. It's a long way away. It's a very different climate. And pretty much everything in my life has changed in a month. So it's safe to say that I haven't made any art in that time, and even a little bit before that. So I've had quite a long hiatus from creating, and I think sometimes that's necessary. So I tried not to be too hard on myself, even though I really did miss painting. But I was also just enjoying experiencing everything new, and I honestly didn't have the mental bandwidth really to create. And also all my stuff is packed up in boxes, so a lot of reasons why I couldn't really get much art making done, and I had to take a bit of a break from that. And to be honest with you, it's still pretty hard. So as you can see from this video, I'm painting from my bed. I'm painting from this bedroom I'm living in currently, which is like a temporary place. And yeah, I'm sitting on my bed painting because it's the only space that I have available to me right now. I don't have anything else. I also, I don't even have an easel or a desk, because my bedroom's at the top of this very steep little, quite romantic looking but dangerous spiral staircase that it's just impossible to get anything up. So we're working with what we've got, and I really just couldn't not paint any longer. So I'm currently looking for potentially either or both my own place that has a bedroom I can use as an art studio, or maybe like a room somewhere else, or my own place that's like one bedroom and then renting out like an art studio space. So that's the plan, but obviously, you know, those things take time. And as much as I like in my head, I find it hard to create if I don't have a space, if I don't have space to set up and keep things out. Like I love to have my easel just set up with a painting on it, my paints out, all my stuff around. You know, I need a space to create. As much as I need that, I also know that this is a transition period, and I'm reminding myself to not have to be, I'm reminding myself that it doesn't have to be perfect, and I don't have to have everything set up and ideal as I would love it to be. But that in these transition times, there's something beautiful in that too. This is a time I'm never going to get back. This is a space I'm never going to get back. These days that I'm having right now and the things I'm experiencing, and the kind of up in the air nature of my life right now, it's full of possibility, and that's something to embrace too. So I'm working with it. So I'm setting up on my bed and I'm painting on my bed, and it's giving me a really sore back and really sore hips. So I'm having to stretch a lot. I'm trying to. I tend to paint and get stuck in the flow and not get up and do that. So being in a tiny little room, it's a mess, and I'm painting in there. It's not ideal to be making videos, so my brain has been saying, just wait, you know, wait till everything's perfect and then you can start YouTube again, and then you can start making videos when everything is perfect or better. When you get this, when this happens, when you have a studio, when you have blah 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 blah. That's how I kind of tend to think, and I think it's how some of us tend to think, is we're projecting ourselves into the future. We're projecting ourselves into the future to a time when things will be right enough for us to do something. And I think in doing that, there's so much stuff that we don't create. There's so much amazing things that could be brought into the world that aren't, because of this mindset that we have that's like, no, I can't do that now. But why? Why can't I do it now? Maybe there's actually something quite incredible about doing it now, doing it when it feels so messy and it feels so chaotic and you don't really know what you're doing. Maybe that's a bit more of what the world needs to see, or what, I mean, it's what I like to see. It's what I love seeing that stuff. I want to see any content that my favorite artists make, or my favorite people. You know, I kind of don't even want it to be like really well packaged and neat and perfect. I want the journey, and I just want anything they have to offer. So I'm trying to keep that mindset for myself. Like, actually, maybe there's a bit of value to share in doing it now. I don't know what that value is necessarily. I guess that's for other people to determine. But the value that I get out of it is that it's fun. I just enjoy it, and I enjoy, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just enjoy creating stuff. I enjoy creating videos. So why should I make myself wait until my situation is better, or, you know, why would I do that? Why don't I just have fun now?
Walking around with nothing in my mind. No phone calls, in reality, never to find. So look, I don't need your acceptance.
I think one of my main things for this year, and it's not like a word of the year, I know people do that, but I guess it's just like a theme of the year for me, is just fun. Just fun as a concept. So just having no distinction between work, play, any area of my life. If I can bring fun to every area of my life, that's all I want. I really do firmly believe, maybe I'm quite privileged in this sense, because I don't have, like, my only responsibility at this stage in my life is me. And I'm very aware of how lucky I am. And I'm very aware of, like, cherishing this time in my life. But yeah, I have the ability to wake up every day and choose what I want to do, and to choose to have fun with everything I do. And that to me, so oh, we're really getting into it. Ooh, we're really rambling here. So my foot's going numb, so we're moving a little bit. What was I saying?
Show me the big bright star. Show me the sun. Watch it burn me down.
I also really started to believe that fun and just like a general purpose sense of whimsy and joy and lightheartedness and not take maybe not taking things seriously, but just being a little bit silly, is one of the most powerful ways that you can heal. I think sometimes we're also very future focused in healing. And healing in general is always this project that we're working on. But fun is always in the moment. When you're being a little bit silly, having a little bit of fun, doesn't matter what you're doing, it's just the mindset of fun. You're always in the moment. It brings you into the moment, and it brings you this deeper sense of appreciation of life, and of just the little moments in life. And I think that in itself is quite a big healing tool, I suppose. Maybe tool's not the right word.
I've been staring for too long. I've been staring at the light, but no matter how I try to comprehend it with my human mind, I'll never know why.
So the paintings that I have been making on my bed, these little canvases, I honestly had no plan. I mean, most of the time I have no plan for what I'm going to create. I just sort of get an idea and I roll with it, and it sort of becomes more fleshed out as I go. I actually think that's the best way of creating. You get a little idea and then you actually start drawing or start painting, and more ideas will come. Ideas happen while you work. Firm believer in that. But I guess I sort of rolled with the idea of mirrors, potentially bathrooms as well, but I think mirrors is the main theme of the little series, because there's two of the paintings are girls in bathrooms, but the newer painting I'm working on as well is like a mermaid, and she's holding this mirror, and she's not in a bathroom, but they all have mirrors. And I don't necessarily know what sparked that idea. Of course, I found reference photos on Pinterest that I'm using, and a lot of the time in my art I'm quite inspired by reference photos. I might see a photo and that sparks my mind, and I know I want to paint that, but I want to paint it with extra elements in there, different surreal elements, or just adding more things in, but the image can inspire me to begin with. So I saw these girls in bathroom images and I really liked them, so I went from there. And the more that I'm working on the paintings, the more that I'm sort of thinking about mirrors. Especially as women, mirrors are a huge part of our lives. We spend time looking into them and thinking that the person that we see is us, being misled that the person that we see in the mirror is who we actually are. And yes, it's our body, it's our physical form, it's our vessel. And I personally love doing fun, stupid things to that vessel. I love makeup, I love dyeing my hair, I love all that stuff, that feminine kind of stuff. And that can be very positive. But I think we can also get really lost, especially these days, in confusing this and what people perceive when they look at this as us, and getting really caught up in that when that's not us at all. It's a facet of us. It's a beautiful facet of us, and one that we can use quite creatively, but it's not who we really are. And kind of looking at maybe like how mirrors could be portals to other places and portals to more like to growth within ourselves and like access to our higher self, or to dark or interesting or dark, light, good, evil, different elements of ourself and of the universe through mirrors. But yeah, there's just, just thinking while I paint. So I think I might do a few more of these mirror-based girls. I'm actually contemplating trying to do some more series this year, because I sort of have always moved on one painting to the next. They're not really tied in any way, but there's something a bit cathartic about sticking to one theme, I suppose, or having an element that ties in. It takes away a bit of like the brain power that's needed to always be constantly coming up with ideas. And two, I think that you see a lot of evolution of an idea when you stick with it a bit more. And also you just get really good at painting that thing. And I think it'd be kind of fun to do series with things that I would like to improve in my paintings, if that makes sense. And I think I've done that a bit subconsciously here, because I don't often paint backgrounds or rooms or scenes, and currently in 2 out of 3 of these paintings I have. And that's kind of fun, because I am trying to really just consciously improve my technical skills this year. long enough. So I'll say thank you for watching. I'm gonna have more videos uploaded frequently, but probably not like on a strong weekly schedule. Probably like maybe every 10 days or something. We're doing things because they're fun. So sticking to like a really tight deadline for making videos is probably gonna suck the fun out of it for me. But I really like making them, so there will be more to come. So subscribe if you'd like to do that. And follow me on Instagram and all the things. I'll have it all linked down below. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. And yeah, come back and listen to my ADD rambles next time.